TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You take a look at Maxey. He's the top vote getter in the Eastern Conference. Fans from all over love his game.
Yeah, and he's got the respect of players from around the East. What a season he's having.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. And now the opening lineup for New York. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hood Schifino in at the 2 guard. And for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Rui Hachimura is out there with MP. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, the first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. And the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot here. Hart from long range. The rebound by Embiid. Now Philadelphia with it. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Edgecombe. On the wing, MP. The 3 is up. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Pass to Embiid. Back to MP. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, some gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Outside Hart fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Now Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a 3-point shot. You better guard me.
Here's Edgecombe. Towns with a rebound.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Bridges passes to Hart. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Philadelphia ball.
Philadelphia with the ball. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Here's McBride. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Towns. Converts on the jumper, and easy too.
That to me is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
Here's Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Hart. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Let's go with a 3. That shot is off. Oh, great D that time from MP.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
MP, the pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. To the inside, Embiid.
Well, with the size and the foot speed and the feel on the defensive end, you see how easily Towns can contest shots.
Outside Hart, fires for 3. Oh, MP with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McBride. That's short off the rim. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Edgecombe. MP, a screen on Towns. Kicks it out to MP. Bridges against Hachimura. Back to MP. From behind the arc. Connects from downtown. MP's got 8.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Off target from outside. The Sixers lead by 5. Screen by MP. He shoots. He squares up and sinks it.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so it's New York with it. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
A missing piece was their offensive rebounding. There were just way too many one-and-done possessions for them.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Now here's Maxey. Coming off a 31-point game against Detroit.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
A chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly seen some interesting midseason storylines. You take a look at Philadelphia. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first-place spot. And, of course, there are the Knicks, pretty far behind right now.
You know, for the Knicks, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And since...
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Knicks trail by 10. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Back to Hart. This one for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the Knicks with the possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Hart. Fires from deep. The rebound by Maxey.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Counted.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
High post Towns. Pass to Hood Schifino. 6 on the shot clock. To halt the run. That's good on the jumper. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by 14. Hachimura, the pass to MP. Back to Hachimura. Screen by MP. Philadelphia moving it around. For 3, Maxey sinks the tray. Maxey's got 7 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
McBride passes to Towns. And it's New York scoring again.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Philadelphia leading by 15. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Maxey. Now MP. Back to Maxey. Screen by MP. There's the 3. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by MP. He's got 10.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Here's Hood Schifino. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Towns for 3. The rebound by MP.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to Maxey. Kicks it out to MP for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. 1:04 left to play in the first. It's Hart on the wing for 3. Bridges. MP with the block.
That block is about MP knowing the scouting report. This guy knew exactly where he was trying to get to.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Now here's McBride. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
The Sixers lead by 20. Pass to Edgecombe. MP, a screen on Bridges. They get the rebound. The kick out to Maxey. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Gershon Yabusele out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Kolek in at the point guard position. Here's Kolek. Here's Bagley. Ooh, plenty of contact on that. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
The previous play is under review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players.
The ruling on the floor stands.
He'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops the first. In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches doors.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Kolek. Bridges outside. Bagley a screen on Maxey. Bridges misses. Philadelphia leading by 21. Maxey attacking. And that one is hammered home.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Outside Bagley. Here's Yabusele. It's hauled in by the Sixers. MP's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Now here's Bridges. He had 25 points in his last game. Yabusele a screen on Maxey. Pass to Yabusele. Anunoby for 3. On target from range. Anunoby's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Philadelphia leading by 22. Here's McCain. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Yabusele. For 3, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's MP, driving in, banked it in off the glass. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Down low, Bagley, nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Kolek. He's scoreless. Outside Anunoby. Bagley a screen on George. From the arc. Anunoby can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And George gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Bridges with it. Maxey covering. Outside Anunoby. Here's Kolek. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bridges misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Brian?
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Towns. And there's a 3-second violation.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Philadelphia leading by 21. MP, a screen on Bridges. Here's Maxey. Here's MP, plenty of space. Again, the Sixers score.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Towns against MP. And an Obi for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. Josh Hart's checked in for New York.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP inside, covered by Towns. MP, a screen on Anunoby. George passes to MP. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 24.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To stop the drought. And it's powered home by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Pass to George. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 7 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Towns. 11 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. MP with the block.
Oh, look at the feistiness from MP. Has no problem meeting him at the rim for the block.
Hood Schifino's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Kohler. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Launches a 3. And McCain pulls it down.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Bridges against George. Outside McBride. Here's Hood Schifino. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Maxey's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Over to the wing. Towns against MP. And it's powered home by Towns.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Pass to George. And here is Maxey. From outside the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Hood Schifino. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Hart from long range. The rebound by Maxey.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Bridges. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Here's Bona, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It goes on Josh Hart.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
And the 76ers with some changes. Hachimura's checked in for Paul George. Shamet comes in for Tyrese Maxey, and it's Edgecombe in for McCain. And the Knicks making a change here as well. OG Anunoby's checked in for Bridges. Now here's Hart, looking to end this cold spell. And the three-pointer goes. But Jafino's got 5 now.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Jacks up a 3. Pass to Bona. Now MP. Now here's Hachimura. From deep. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Now here's Anunoby. Hart from long range. And it's MP with a rebound. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. Pass to Edgecombe. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Towns, but Jafino's shot is off. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Hachimura. Pass to MP. Here's Edgecombe. Coming off a 22-point game against Detroit. Misses the 3.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Hart from long range. MP with the block. Pass to Hachimura. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Hart. Hachimura outside. The shot. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, this guy looking for opportunities to shot create. Rui Hachimura plays with focus on the offensive end.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Towns passes to McBride. And here's Hart. Back to Anunoby. Clock at 6. A shot to stop the run.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Pass to MP. It's Shamet on the wing. Back to MP. The 3 from Edgecombe. Knocks it down from distance. Edgecombe's got 7 points in the game.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And so it's MP making things happen for Philadelphia. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to halftime. Let's start with MP. He has been fantastic.
Well, they're running the offense through MP. A guy who just continues to elevate his game, never stops working. This is why he is where he is today.
And that's why his team is where they are after the first half. And next up, here's a look at some of... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The 76ers shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with MP. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Hart from long range. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. MP finds Embiid. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
And New York shooting just around 32% from the field. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Hood-Schifino, outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Hood-Schifino's shot is off. Hood-Schifino's gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. Oh, MP throws it down!
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside McBride. Outside Hart to end the run. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the...
Oh,
wow. Get out the way, Greg!
Come on.
Get out the way!
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Now here's Bridges. 6 points for him. Hart from long range. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
For New York, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Towns outside, beyond the arc. Oh, MP with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Shot clock at 6. Towns for 3.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Towns outside. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 18.
He is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
And they pick up 2.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Now here's MP. Give him 35.
Boy, he is just putting this team on his back right now, and when he's got his rhythm, you just keep playing through him.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Hard against MP. Left side Hart with the drive. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. Oh, great D that time from MP.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Now here's Bridges. 6 points for him. Screen by Hart. Hachimura against Bridges. Hart from long range. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Sinks it from distance. Maxi's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Towns outside. Can they get it? And it's MP with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Sunday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
It's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Offensive rebound. Here's Hood-Schifino. 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
To the middle. Looking to get back on track. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pass to Hood-Schifino. Outside Hart. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for OG Anunoby.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Now here's Maxey. 33 points for him. Good, and the assist goes to MP. 35 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession. Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Guys?
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart under.
Oh, wow! Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. New York with the ball. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Maxey, that's good. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And MP throws it down.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Well, the Knicks shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by MP. And so MP will bring it up for Philadelphia. And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, BA, because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
And here are the Knicks now, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Just 2 to shoot. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, you have to like the vision from Karl Anthony Towns. He's got the kind of size necessary to see over the defense. The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
McBride with it, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Three-pointer, Bridges. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
George has gotten 2 of his 4 attempts to go from outside. McBride passes to Towns.
I got him.
It's Hart on the wing. Oh, MP with a block. Tries again.
Andre Drummond in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor. Big-time defensive block.
And the basket by MP.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Outside Hart. Towns a screen on MP. Hart passes to Bridges. New York again can't hit.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting poorly at only 28%. Here's Bridges, kicks it out Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And now a quick peek at the point guards who, over the last month, are not just making plays for others, they're putting up points themselves. 5th, Tyrese Maxey.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one guard spot is what really sets them apart.
The shot by Cole, no good. The 76ers shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Here's Cole. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Towns for 3. Drops in the 3. Towns has got 21.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
MP, the pass to Maxey. The 3 is up. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Here's Kolek, still without a bucket. Pass to Towns. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
From deep, MP. Another one falls. Amazing.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch him go to work this season.
Well, now he has pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year. Towns on a screen. Fires the 3. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sixers on top, running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Changes here for the 76ers. Drummond's checked in for Bona, and MP subbed in for Watford. A big group substitution here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Bagley. Hart comes in for Yabusele. Putchafino's checked in for Anunoby. And it's McBride in for Kolek. So on the floor for New York, Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Putchafino in at the shooting guard. Shots good by Hart.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year. And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Boy, this guy's energy and effort, he was in complete control. That triple-double speaks volumes.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double and the basket by MP.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Now here's Hart. Shot clock at 5. The 3. The rebound by Shamet. From deep, MP. Doesn't go that time. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.